Hey everyone, CPO here, and in this video, I'm going to go over some of the updates to the new Supernote A5X, and this is as a result of the recent firmware update. I'm going to go through the things that I know about that were in the firmware update, and then you can decide if those are new and interesting things for you or not. All right, so one of the things that I know that they added was the ability to view JPG and PNG formats. My understanding is PNG was always there, but it might be JPG viewing that is new. So I happen to have loaded a couple of files in here. The same file, Mickey Mouse file, in both PNG and JPG. So this is the PNG version, and this is the JPG version. Now, I don't know why you can't do anything with this. So I have it. I can't zoom in on it. I can't select it. I can't draw on it. I just can view it. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess if I wanted to save a file off of the internet, like I did this guy here, and I want to use it as a background template so that I could trace, that would be pretty cool. Just bring in a JPG file. So then I thought, okay, perfect. I'll just come in here. I'll create a new note file. Then I will go into background layer, and then customization. Oh, yep, that's right. I have to put it in the template folder so I can change a background layer. Okay, so no big deal there. So I'll go back into my files, and then I will move this to JPG. I will move the JPG over to my style, where it can be read in as a background. So now I can go back to my note and go back in and change the background layer. Now under customization, I see, nope, it's not there, because you can't add a JPG as a background file. So I have a JPG on here. I can view it. I can't do anything else with it. I can't use it for anything. And with a caveat, and I'll show you that here in a second. Now, I did have the PNG version, the PNG version in here. Let me go ahead and move that over to the My Style folder. Confirm. So now I have both versions. I'll go back to my note and go back in here, change my background layer, customization. Nope. Can't see that either because it is in the wrong dimensions, the wrong size. So yeah, so I can view PNGs and I can view JPEGs. I can't really seem to do much with them, except if I really wanted to. This is how I would do it, right? And how I've done it in the past. If I want to turn this into a background template, what I would do here is screenshot this, right? So I can come down here, pull down my top menu, screenshot that, confirm. Now I can go back into my files. Actually, I'm already there. I have to go to my screenshot folder. Now I'll take that screenshot. I will move it over to my style, confirm. Now I just created a version of this file that is the right form factor to add it as a background layer. And so now I have my screenshot that I can bring Mickey Mouse in as. So that's how you would do that. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm kind of limited. I couldn't zoom in to make this bigger for the screenshot. So I think there's a lot of opportunity here for Supernote to improve on this. What I would like to do is be able to come in here and, oops, let me put on a pen. Come in here and trace this guy and, make my own, drawings from some sort of a template. Another problem with this, and I know this is sort of going to be a random stream of conscious video. Another problem with this, if I want to see my results, I can't hide the background layer. I can't just, the main layer I can hide and unhide. The background layer I cannot. So the way I have to do this is to go in and change it to white and then apply, and then I can see what I've done. And then I have to go back in, re-add the customization and apply, and then I can continue tracing. So, yeah, what I would like to see is the ability to hide the background layer in the same way that you can the other layers, so that I can, trace, for example. And I don't know why we can't zoom. I really wish. Oops, I changed pages. I wish we could zoom. I don't know why we can't. That also is an area for improvement. I can select, and then I can scale, but not the entire document, just the drawn image. So if I want to really get in close and get some detail work done, like if I wanted to blow that up and work on his eyes. You've seen my other videos where I do that with, I've done that with the Books devices and the Remarkable devices. Huge value. So back to the update. I can read a JPEG file. I just don't know what I can do with it once I have it in here. So the next thing that's on their list is the ability to create a Word document. And this time I'm actually going to go into the Documents folder. And yes, I can come up here, hit the plus, and then I have new note file and new Word file. And I can create a new Word file. You can, obviously connect a Bluetooth keyboard and then type away. And I guess if you're a writer and you wanted an e-ink display and just wanted like raw text, I guess that is a lot of value. I don't really think I would ever use that capability, but it is there. What I don't like about it is one of the things that was highlighted previously about the simplicity of this device and how it's designed for notes. You hit the plus and then you go right into working on a note. Now I have to make a selection. So it takes me 2 steps to get to a note, because if I just want to, from any place, go in and add a note, now I have to define whether I want a note or a Word file. So I wish that they would make that optional, like somehow don't show that in the menu, or set a default option and then maybe a long press if you want to do something other than the default. But for now, it's twice as much work to get to a note than it was before this update. But they have done a lot of cool things with regard to the notes. So if we go back to my documents, I have in here a sample document. This is a docx file. This is something I downloaded off of the internet. So you've got some ability to do some gestures and edits, and this is kind of cool. I don't understand why I have the ability to zoom into a document file, but I can't do that with a PDF or a note file. Again, that escapes me, or an image file. But I can zoom in on a doc file. And you can do things like if I want to, you need to put this into to this mode, and then I want to change fifth with item, then it will flip those around for you. I can add in some text of the, and then boom, of the fifth. It didn't get that space in there, so now I'm sort of stuck on how I want to handle this. I think it'll be easier to bring up a keyboard, honestly, for me, and just hit that space right there. But you can do things like that. I can, should be able to, yeah, new lines. The one thing, and I can't get it to always work. Yeah, so you can reflow it, or you can put it in its original formatting. Both are pinch to zoomable. I wish we could do this in a PDF. If I go to a PDF document, no changes saved. Here's a mountain bike magazine. I cannot, for the life of me, pinch and zoom. All I can do is flip pages. And yeah. So customize signature set in outgoing emails. I actually don't have email set up on this, so I can't show you that, but apparently you can change customize signature. I think the big thing really though is going to be the floating bar and the toolbar up here. But your toolbar is now at the top. I can select from a variety of tools. Basically, I have a fine liner or a pen point, and I have a ballpoint pen, and I have a marker. The marker you cannot change the width. You can only change the shade from white to black. With the ballpoint pen, which is pressure sensitive, you can have of 3 options: 0.5, 0.7, and 1 millimeter, and then the 4 shades. And then with the fine liner, you've got a lot of options here actually that may not be intuitive unless somebody tells you. So I'm going to tell you right now. You can change obviously the colors from black to white. You have these sort of presets. 20, 30, 50, 1 are my presets. But you can come in and change any of these. I can make that one a 10. I can come up and let's make that one a 40. And then I want to make this one the 1. And then we'll make this last one a 2. So basically what you have are your most common used numbers. You can set those, and then you can fine tune any of those settings. So that is kind of cool. This is a 2.0, and this is a 0.10. So big difference. You've got a lot of range there, and I usually like the 5-ish range. I think, yeah, 0.5. Somewhere between 0.5 and 0.7 are my go-tos. But yeah, so I can do that. For the eraser, you have the option here of the point erase, where you can define of 4 widths, and those you're just going to erase by stroke. And so you can make that really skinny and get in here and erase out of things. I usually leave it on big because when I want to erase, I'm often erasing in big swatches, which leads me to this one, which is an area erase. So I can select up an area and erase, and it will erase anything, any strokes that it touches. So for example, this here got touched by that. I didn't have to encircle it for it to erase it. Another interesting thing in here is I don't even have to complete the circle. If I draw that, it's going to take that away. And the reason is it sees it connects the ends, and it would automatically connect that end, and that would be in play. So if you want to just get rid of some things, like I can come up here and erase that whole thing. I don't have to circle it entirely. But also, you can just come in here and use it as sort of a scratch eraser, and it will erase any strokes that it's touching, and it will complete its own circle. So that's how generally I use it. Is I'll put some text, and if I want to erase something, I just come in here and go, yeah, I didn't like that, and then boom, it's gone. Now, of note, this is the Samsung S Pen, and the eraser button works well, and it takes you into that mode. So, So if I come in here and do some text, and then now press, I can get rid of some text just like that without having to go in and press the button. So that's kind of cool. Also of interesting note, this is the Remarkable Marker Plus, the one with the eraser on the end. And when I erase, it erases basically as if you're using the tip of the pen. And it's not a great eraser. Not enjoying that at all. So if I was to use an alternative pen, I would pick the S Pen, and then I can come in here and erase strokes like mad. Just just by pressing that button. So something to think about. This pen is super nice to write, but you have to press a button to erase because it doesn't have an eraser built in. Then we get over here to the select tool. So if I put, here's my version of Mickey Mouse. No, not really. This is just some guy. He's got eyebrows. And so if I want to select this, I can come in here, select that. Now I can copy it. I can copy it to a new notebook, which is what that is for, or a new page in the notebook. And I only have one page, so yeah, not a lot of choices here. But it's copied now that this is square instead of the default select tool. If I click anywhere, it will paste that guy. And I can do that over and over and over again. And I can scale. I can rotate. And then you can come up here and clear copyboard to clear that if you want to. So yeah, that's how that works. Back to eraser. If I want to erase the entire page, I just come over here and clear the entire layer. Speaking of layers, you can add up to 5 total. So your background layer, which again you cannot hide, you can just set it to white, and then your main layer, and then the other layers, which you do not seem to have the ability to rename, but you can move them up and down in height. So if I was going to draw something here on the main layer, let's say I wanted to draw this character, and then I wanted to come in and color it. What I would do is I would move the main layer up and then come down under layer 2 and select probably the marker and probably this light color. And then I would come in here and color him. And you notice how it's underneath the other strokes because I put that layer down below. So just something to think about there as you do that. It's pretty cool, actually. Like I said, this would be really great if I could zoom in and do some fine detail work. You can start big. Like, let's say I wanted this to be really small, actually, and I just decided to start big so that I can scale it down. It doesn't look that great scaled down, so I'm going to select it up and I'm going to scale it. Oops, I can only scale the one layer, so I can't scale both layers, and I don't have a merge ability. So yeah, so please, Supernote, give us the ability to zoom. It doesn't even have to be pinch to zoom. Let it be select to zoom. That would be cool. Like if I could grab this whole thing and then zoom to selection and then make the whole page big, that would be cool. But yeah, we don't have that. So that's layers. And then you can go in here and delete layers if you want. And hide and show them. Like I said, the only one that kind of bugs me is I can't hide the background layer. Undo, redo, you've got that. Here you've got more options here for titles, overviews, exports, templates, insert paging, deleting, copying, moving, quick access. So title is kind of cool, actually, and I'll show you an example of that. Let's go to my day planner. Oh, I'm already in notes, apparently. That's the other thing I wish is that... No, I'm in document. Why did not... I thought this was supposed to take me to the notes folder, but it's not doing that. So maybe Supernote will look at this and go, oh, we got to fix that. We got to fix this. But here is my planner. And you see here, I have 7 January 2020. I'm sort of in the future here because I don't want you to see what my current schedule looks like. 8. And these are titled. So I can come in here and look at titles and then go, oh, I want to go to January 8th. There is January 8th. So the way I did that, let's just go to a new page here. January 9th. Okay. Sunday, right? So now that I've done that, I can come over here and select this text. And when you select text, you have an option to add it as a title or as a keyword. It's weird because keyword is T, I think, for text, not for title. So, but now that I've done that, I can come in here and see 10 January is in my title list. These are basically bookmarks that will let you bounce around pages. So in this case of a planner, I'm doing it by date, but you can put any sort of title that will allow you to jump to a specific page. Now, the other thing you can do is keywords. So if I have something here like anniversary, right? I can come in here and select this text and then set the T option. And now it's going to identify the text and give you an actual keyword. Now, when I come over here, I can see here anniversary. I have anniversary on page 4. So it'll show you every place that you have that. So if I come, let's do this. I have swiping disabled because I tend to swipe when I write. I thought I had another one in here. Friday, Saturday. Okay, there's birthday. So let me do this one, and I'll create another one for T for birthday. Now you can see I have anniversary on page 4, birthday on page 5. I have all these titles. I can jump to any of these using those links. What if I put anniversary also with birthday? What happens here? We're going to find out. And title. So I have anniversary on 4 and anniversary on 5 and birthday on 5. You can see how this could get really messy. You can adjust the view to look like this. I'm not sure how this view helps me at all. Yeah, I just don't understand this view. It's a vertical view of my titles, but it doesn't show you the other things on the page. So I'm not sure. Like, and for example, Tuesday is today. I have lots of writing on that one because I'm actually using that day. So I'm not sure the value of this yet. Maybe there's something I'm missing. And the fact that, you know, these can get all messy could be a problem. But hey, it is what it is. Another cool thing, though, is the ability to have stars. So this is, man, I gotta stop getting out of the select tool. This is something the books devices are trying to do, but right now they're failing to do well, and that is the ability to recognize a star. So this is important, and I put a star there, and it has now captured that as something that I have identified as important and will take me to that page. So I do like that it recognizes my stars and then now allows them to be quickly findable in search. So yeah, that is that. So I think most of this other stuff you should be familiar with. Quick access is kind of nice because I can come down here and now that document is in the quick access. So if you have, like, for example, a page that you're working on, which day 1 is my current page, I can quick access that and always get back to today. And then now I guess I can always get back to Saturday. So now you have your toolbar up here. You can click it, hold it for a second, and drag it down, and it's a floating toolbar. And I can, you have access to all the same tools. And then again, just click here to get to more stuff and bring it back up. And then you can minimize it even smaller to where you only have your pen selection and your eraser and then the undo and redo. So that's pretty cool. If you're doing a lot of stuff, you can just put those controls right there, easy to grasp. Then the other cool thing is if you want to get rid of it entirely and have a completely clean page, you just run it off the side and it completely disappears. And then you have completely untoolbarred page, and to bring it back, you just swipe back from the edge and it will come back to life. So I'm going to delete this layer because I really actually want to use this in the near future. There we go. Yeah, so you can do the same thing. I can push it off to the left side, bring it back, or the right side, and bring it back. And then I can come up here, move it to the top, and we're back in business. Come back down, drag it down again, expand it, shrink it. So lots of cool things there. I think that that's going to be new for a lot of you and super exciting. Yeah, I think those are the big things. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this video, but I'm hoping that that gives you something to look at. Still a few little bugs here and there, a few things that I struggle with. Some of it's me trying to learn it. Some of it's just things that it does differently than I would expect. Yeah, so anyway, that's it for this video. I think I've covered enough for now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.